Welcome to jQuery video series, and this is part 49, and today we are going to look at the contains attribute selector, which is very easy, right? And this is how you write the jQuery code. But as usual, before we jump into the code, if you're new to jQuery, then I want you to go to jquery.com/download, and I want you to download the uncompressed version. Then you need to put that file into your project, and then you need to reference it into your head, otherwise it's not going to work. Next, we write some JavaScript code by saying, hey, document.ready. The document.ready means once the content finishes loading, I want you to execute some, the jQuery instruction. Okay, so that's pretty simple, right? There's nothing fancy in there. So all right, we're looking at the contains, right? So when I'm saying I'm looking at the contains, so it is gonna look something like this. I can specify an attribute name, and I can specify the value I'm looking at. And contains means, it has to be covered with the star, the asterisk, which is above the 8. You can use that. All right. So what it does is, first, jQuery looks at how many elements have this hreflang attribute. So it picks up those elements, and then it tries to see, the value OK is present within those attribute value. So if those values are present within these attribute values, then jQuery selects those elements, right? So if I try to, not this one, the contains one, so you can see all the elements are selected. What I have written over here is the attribute name, the hreflang, and I'm saying star means I'm looking at this text within the attribute value. It can be anywhere, it doesn't matter. It just looks at it, and if it finds it, then it's pick up the element. So if I go here and if I make a mess, so the previous result you saw all the elements were selected, right? But this time it is going to skip this one because the attribute name has changed, right? So if I run this thing again, so you can see, the last element is skipped, right? So you got the idea, right? How the contain works. All you have to remember is to use a star before using the equal to sign and after the attribute, right? So I hope this helps, and we are done with the contains now. And next we are going to look at the word, and I also want you to try some plus and minus things, put OK in between, put some space here and there, and plus I also want you to check the case sensitivity. All right, right now OK is smaller, I want you to make it bigger, and try a few things, and if you run into any problems, then please let me know via comments. I'll be happy to help you. All right, so I hope to see you there in the next video. So thank you for listening, and thank you for your time.